Hello, this is Kate from dailytarotgirl.com, and this is your weekly tarot card reading. And today I'm going to be using the Hanson-Roberts Tarot, and I don't think I've ever used this tarot deck for a weekly reading yet. It's a new deck that I just got. Okay, so my intention here with these three cards is just to get a little bit of insight into what's coming up for us in the next week, and if there's any opportunities for us to take advantage of. Okay, so we'll start with the first card, and this card represents Monday and Tuesday of this upcoming week, and we've got 8 of Swords, so that's an exciting way to start off the week. Every ace represents a new beginning, so we're coming into the week fresh, we're coming in with fresh energy, and we're coming in with a more enhanced ability to kind of cut through anything that's blocking us. So if you felt kind of foggy or confused or even maybe kind of low energy lately, you're going to be starting this week nice and fresh, and it's going to be clear to you what you need to do in order to kind of raise your energy or lift your vibration and get a sense of clarity and direction moving into the week. So it's a really nice start to the week. Okay, so the second card represents Wednesday and Thursday. Ooh, another Swords card. Wow. Okay, so we've got Page of Swords, and Page of Swords can sometimes represent a sort of feeling a little bit unstable, and you might feel like you need to rush into making a decision or rush into communicating with someone. So this is that feeling you get when you feel like you feel pressured, like you have to let someone know what you think or let someone know how you feel, or get the ball rolling on something. And this is just a warning to slow down, take a deep breath, and don't feel like you have to rush into anything just yet. You want to take time to gather your thoughts and also tap into your feelings. You don't want to just charge forward with too much mental energy without balancing it out with a little bit of emotional, more heart-focused or heart-centered energy, if that makes sense. So you want to connect your thoughts to your feelings so you're not just kind of stuck in your head. So let's see what the weekend has for us. And this card represents Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. Wow, we've got the Death card. So this is really quite an intense, kind of powerful reading. And the Death card, in a lot of ways, it's kind of similar to the Ace of Swords in that it is a new beginning, but it's definitely an ending. So something is coming to an end. We're putting something to rest. And I get the sense, just with the Ace of Swords card and the Page of Swords, this is something like a long-standing disagreement we've had with someone. Could even be like a feud. But I get the sense that it's something to do with relationships. It's something to do with having a disagreement or some hard feelings. And this Death card is symbolizing an end to that. So you're putting that to rest. And whether that gets resolved and you put it to rest, or you're just able to let it go and move on. Either way, you're putting that to rest, and it's not going to have such a powerful effect on you as you move forward. And I'm just going to look at these three cards together and see if I can get any more messages or themes that jump out at me. And there's definitely a sense, when I look at the middle card, the Page of Swords, he seems to be facing us. So this is about, facing a situation head on. And then as I look at the Death card, you can see the guy, the skeleton in armor is facing the other way. So he's kind of moving forward, he's moving onward, he's leaving this situation behind. So in the middle of the week, I see us kind of being, taking a situation head on and really kind of facing it. And then by the weekend, we've resolved it, we've moved past it, and we're ready to let that go. And then of course, coming back to the beginning of the week, you've got the Ace of Swords, and the Ace is a very powerful card, and I feel like this is going to have effect all week, not just the beginning of the week. It's strongest at the beginning of the week, but it's going to be with us throughout the whole week. And what the Ace of Swords brings us is an increased ability to communicate as well. Before I'd said it was an increased ability to, you know, see things clearly and everything, and it's all of those things, but there's definitely communication is a huge aspect of this card. And there's even the blue in the sword, and I believe blue represents the throat chakra, which is all about speaking, communicating, and but basically communicating your truth. So not just communicating what you want someone else to hear, but communicating what is a really deep truth for you, and you know, communicating your feelings as well as your thoughts. And so I see that as being a major important part of this week. And especially if you're going to resolve any kind of disagreements with people or anything like that, it's all about speaking your truth and coming from that authentic place and being able to really accurately communicate what's in your heart and what your feelings are and how you're feeling. And also what you're wanting and how you're wanting things to change. And as I was talking about this blue in the sword, I also see there's blue on the belt of the Page of Swords, and then there's even kind of blue in someone's shirt or outfit is blue in this card. So there seems to be that color scheme going throughout all the cards, so that communication and being clear in your communication, I think, is one of the main themes this week. So it's an exciting week. It looks like there's lots of opportunities for getting clarity, getting insight, speaking your truth, you know, facing situations head on, and resolving things, letting things go. And by the end of the week, you're going to feel like, you know, a big burden or a weight has lifted from you. You're going to have that feeling of, you know, freshness and, you know, having been resolved something, and you're able to move forward with ease and kind of newfound fresh energy. So it's an exciting week coming up. So have a good week, everyone, and thank you so much for watching.